Hey, it's Eric here at Peachtree Classic Cars, and this is my 1973 Volkswagen Thing. Super fun little driver. A few little rusty spots here and there on it. And I actually kind of like the fact that it's not perfect, because I'm not afraid to drive it to the grocery store or get it, you know, ding or dent or scratch on it. Great little driver. 20-footer. It looks awesome from 20 feet. We'll get right up on it and do a closer inspection. But where the value at especially is in this car is that we just spent quite a bit of money going through it mechanically from bumper to bumper. Just going through the tank, all the wiring, making sure everything works, the horn works. Put a new heavy-duty transmission in it, a new heavy-duty starter. So mechanically, she is ready to roll. Fuel gauge works, speedometer works. Drives super smooth. I mean, I'm not even touching the steering wheel. It goes straight down the road. The lights work. Wipers work. Horn. Really straight driving car. So yeah, we've painstakingly gone from bumper to bumper on this. Every light works, turn signal, like I said, the wipers, the horn. A new deluxe top was installed a few years ago, and it still looks like new. Oops. That was me holding the camera and trying to shift at the same time. Tons of power. E-brake hooked up correctly and working. It's got a killer stereo. I forgot about turning the radio on. Engine sounds great. I actually was looking for a song to put on in the stereo real quick. I actually can't overemphasize enough how awesome the stereo in here sounds. I'm a real audiophile. I love music, and so I've got to try to get a good stereo in every vehicle. This is my personal car, so I made sure we put a really nice, I made sure two things: put a nice stereo in it, made sure it's mechanically reliable. So like I said, the engine's been rebuilt, carburetor's been rebuilt, it's got a new starter. All the hoses are intact like they're supposed to be, new belt. Of course, fresh tune-up and all that stuff. It's got the proper, this is actually new, we just did this new exhaust proper for the Thing, going out the rear bumper. So the body lines on this overall are really straight, and if you wanted to finish a car to make it perfect, I think this would be a good candidate. You'd want to fix a few little things. I like the way it is. The little dings, dents, and scrapes add character. I call this like a beach cruiser, beach buggy kind of a car. It used to be white, and I guess about 15 years ago, 12, 15 years ago, I think it's a story I heard from the previous owner, that his dad had it painted orange, left it white under the hood, and inside. I think it looks awesome. I love the Thing decal on the side. That's actually just vinyl, so it peels off if you like. So we go around it and get real picky with the body. Little spots here, a couple little spots on the hood that kind of look like maybe like what you would describe as hail damage, just a couple of little dents. One there, not a bunch, but just one here and one there. Walking around the car, a couple little spots of rust, as I said. Here's a spot. That may be one of the worst spots. Little crack here. I mean, it's an older paint job, so it's showing its age now. Few little cracks down here at the bottom of the door. This rear panel looks like it's in good shape. A little scrape here, probably from bringing open and closing the top. I'm not sure. You know, somebody did this for character. I think they pulled this off when they were building the engine and decided to shoot it with a 44 Magnum or something. So I don't. The guy that I got this from, actually, he's the manager at Guitar Center, and like I said, we're into music, so I know him pretty well. His dad passed away, and this was his car. So he had a lot of stories, but he didn't have them all. A couple little spots like this at the bottom of the doors. Door there, a little crack there, a little crack in the paint. So, and then underneath, so the tires that he put on it a few years back are new with really low miles on them, but they were new years ago. So they have a little weathering on them. Pretty solid underneath. Really good riding car. This is a couple of the areas where we're always looking for rust to make sure it's not troublesome. So here in the front, nice and solid, rust free. There's a few little spots here where they put some filler, like right there on the floor pan. Some surface rust. Nothing major for sure. If there was anything to fix, maybe like that, and maybe one other little spot of the undercarriage. Inner fenders are in great shape. Original undercoating there. Again here, a little bit of putty there, pretty old, and that's pretty common. All of this is original undercoating. One of the nice things too about this car is, since we just rebuilt everything, it's very rare for me to have a Volkswagen that doesn't have a little leak, even with a even with everything being rebuilt. So it's nice that this one doesn't leak. So yeah, these inner fender wells all the way around are in pretty good shape. Floor pans. I believe the floor pans may have been replaced years ago. Can't say for sure. Very solid in the back. Floor pans are nice and solid. A few little spots. There's a little rusty spot there. Little spot right there. And these are things too, like I said, if you wanted to be very particular about them, you could get the welder out and get it up on the rack and touch a few little things up. That kind of thing never really concerned me. This was like kind of the worst spot right here, where I think it got jacked up incorrectly on this jack point. That's pretty common. And so somebody kind of did a mediocre job there of cleaning that up. So that might be the worst spot on the car. So little tiny spot there. So like I said, like new tire tread, but when we're really close to it, we see a little bit of weather cracking on the side. Now that wouldn't keep me from driving it around town. I might not drive it all the way down to Florida and back on these tires, but I wouldn't think twice about, you know, we've been driving the car around town. I'm not even thinking about it. So the deluxe top with the pop open windows on the side. And this is the expensive top, not the cheap one. The nice cloth style canvas top. Doors open and close really nicely all the way around. Of course, these windows pop out easily. And we even have the sleeves for them to go in. Showing 93,925 miles on the body. I believe that that's accurate, but I can't say for sure. Carpet, rubber floor liner, all in good shape. No cracks or rips or tears in the upholstery. It's really nice. Original style upholstery. Seats look good in the back. This is actually a little bit of paint there that got on. Those are not actually. In fact, I meant to see if I could get a little bit of Mossenbachers and see if I could get that paint off. So that's actually just a little bit of paint on the seats that we could have try and clean up or even dye. Subwoofer in the back. And it's not overwhelming. And I mean, you can crank it up super loud, but the nice thing is with the top off, you can still hear the stereo. We just had the rear window sewn back in. Doors open and close on both sides super easily. It's got seat belts at all 4 seats. The frame is in good shape. Convertible top frame. Pop the hood. And it's pretty easy to open with one hand. And nice and solid in here. The original heater is not hooked up. That's the old gasoline style heater. We don't hook those up because they have a tendency to like to catch fire. But this one is all there. And if you wanted to hook it back up, of course you could. I believe there's actually safe ways to do that. Spare tire in here. Open up the prop right up. One of the nice things is we're always looking at the spare tire spots in these old Volkswagens, because what we're looking for is to see, do we think it's ever been in a front end accident at least, where you would see these welds and front end compromise. And I'm not seeing anything that indicates that it's ever been in a front end collision. These are also the bags that hold the doors, which is really nice. These are the deluxe bags. They're real thick and have a lot of padding in them. So, great little car. I think this is going to make somebody a super fun springtime beach cruiser. I'm gonna miss this one. I love these, and if I'm a Volkswagen fan, and we've had a lot of Beetles, especially Beetles, a couple of buses, and I've only owned a couple. Like, I think it might be the second thing that I've ever owned, and I almost hate to get rid of it. They're so much fun, and it's a tenth of the cost of buying a Corvette, and you'll get 10 times the attention in a park. You could park this next to a brand new Corvette, and you will get more attention on this than you would on your brand new car, expensive, high dollar car. So it's just kind of funny. But anyways, I think that's about it. We put brand new caps and beauty rings on it. This is a great car that's completely 100% ready to hit the road right now. It needs absolutely nothing mechanically. It's ready to go. And then, like I said, it's just a little cosmetic things, mostly really on the exterior. If you wanted to bring the car up to another level, I planned on keeping this car. I was not going to do anything to the exterior. I don't mind the few little dings, dents, and scratches. I know I've said that a couple of times, but just, as I continue to look at it and think about how much I love this car, that's not really, perfection is not really, cosmetic perfection is not really what this car was about for me ever. It's about fun and affordability and reliability. And so I think it's there mechanically, and looking forward to helping find a new home for this gal. Look us up. We're at PeachtreeClassicCars.com, and you can check out our YouTube page as well.